But those already, you know what I'm saying, they got money or already did set themselves up. Yeah, they might not have that problem. You know, and for most of that, that's somebody setting themselves up to be off grid or something like that within a trust.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm just like, how can I get on that? You know, how can I use my credit to truly benefit me? You know, we know we can get credit cards, we know we can get money and do things, but how can we really utilize the credit like it was really meant to be utilized, like the white people really be utilizing? So like, you look back at all those shows and shit, and you're like calling the white kids trust baby. Use a trust baby. Use a trust baby. You goddamn right they're a trust baby. Shit. They're not technically the only time that they would ever, you know what I'm saying, have to go to court or something is if they actually, like we talking about, cause harm or damage to a person or property, you know? And truthfully, even if you, you know what I'm saying, you got a ticket, they're not liable for that ticket under the trust. The name, yeah, but not that person. So you would basically take that instead of going into a traffic court, you go into a different court.
Yeah, sometimes that's true, but sometimes, man, you gotta be careful going into different courts, because the higher you go up, you know what I'm saying, the more serious it get. Even though it's all just a game and all that, but you know, you just gotta really know what you're doing when you come, especially messing with like trust and all that, because like it's one thing to do the research like from, you know, some YouTube videos, and then we go and look some of that up or whatever. But it's like it's a lot of information that we don't be knowing yet. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of more stuff to it that they don't show in the videos. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta really do your own. See, to me, all that shit is just a starter kit. Because if you solely just going in there and being like, oh yeah, this one guy on the internet, he got it all. You know what I'm saying? Or these two guys, they got it all. Then you're gonna be in trouble, because if you're looking at him, like the one dude I'm looking at right now, Yusuf, right? Mm-hmm. He talk about the trust, like, you know what I'm saying, everything's under the trust, but he's just now really learning the trust, opposed to those white guys that have been in this trust, you know what I'm saying, their whole lives running this shit, you know? Mm-hmm. And the Jonah Bag, you know, talking about the IRS manual and all that, but he's just learning that shit, you know what I'm saying? So this is just a new tool for them. Yeah. So you got to get into how it all works. There was the one guy on, you know how they talk about everything's under biblical law, right? So you could make them follow the law of the supreme law, you know what I'm saying? Law of God, you know, everything. To go through, to go through all that is a headache to me, and I don't want to have to do that.
Exactly.
I don't want to have to bump my head over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with driving without a license and shit. Driving with the right to travel. It's just a bump in the head. The one thing I was saying about that, I was going to say about that when we was talking about that earlier, is if there wasn't such thing as like you write an injunction. So basically, you're notifying the Secretary of State, you're notifying the Sheriff's Department, the State Patrol, the city police, and all that. You know what I'm saying? That you have this right to travel, right? And you notify them to everything that you're lawfully supposed to notify them with, right? In any form because all it is about giving them notice. So you're just giving them notice in any form. It doesn't have to be any official form. So just the way you give them notice, but in doing that, is that going to really work? Do you think that would really okay, now they put me on this list. I'll definitely be on a list, but will I be on a list to where they be like, don't fuck with that guy? You know what I'm saying? Because one of my things on mine would be like, anytime I get pulled the fuck over, just for simply pulling me over, it'd be $10,000. You know what I'm saying? You pull me over, you incur the obligation to pay me $10,000 for wanting to ask me a retarded ass question.
Yeah, I mean, you could notify them of that for them turning their lights on to you, because they're not supposed to turn their lights on unless it's an emergency, and then you could just
because of the
try to
emergency
say
lights, right?
now is they gonna give you that $10,000? That's another story, but you can use it to fight. But yeah, I mean, you know, you could probably even win it now, but still, is they gonna give it to you? That's a different story.
But see, that's the one thing I was saying about when you going through cops. This is going through looks into them guys talking about that administrative process and all that shit. It's not them that you would go after to collect the money. It would technically be the Secretary of State, because if you're putting a lien or doing whatever, basically you're requesting that money, that you're saying that that basically by their acceptance of doing whatever they did, they accepted it, right? Whatever your terms were, they accepted it by saying, if you want to put the cuffs on me, you agreed to pay me $1 million, right? So you're not going to the police department to collect the money. You would then go to who you gave the indenture to, the injunction, and say that now I'm here to collect. Here's my obligation. Here's what happened. Blah blah blah.
Exactly.
And then try to collect. Now I just.
And then what you do with that is like when you go to collect and you give them notice, like, okay, first you gave them the warning or you went through all your administrative process, you know what I mean, and then you get to the part where you trying to get your money, so you send them a notice, like, oh, you basically like a bill, like, you know what I mean, like this is due, you know what I mean, pay by this date or it's gonna go higher, just like they do us, you know what I mean.
Right.
And then of course they not gonna pay it. Then they gonna think you either full of shit or whatever, or they might respond with some other shit. But either way, you either your next step would be to go. Well, my next step would be to just do it again and not even do another notice of payment, but do a notice of default to say now you're in default. You know what I mean? You failed to pay.
Yeah, because it's that when you send that receipt, right? Basically, if they don't respond, the non-response in itself basically puts them in default.
Silence is acquiescence.
They have to respond. Either way, if they agree or not, they have to show some type of response to it. So
exactly.
And then it comes to who's gonna pay me my money.
Exactly. And like you said, you just go up the chain like shit. Like I'm gonna start with them, but then you just keep going up like shit. Like you said, it could go all the way up to the Secretary of State, or you could go up to the governor, because he the one that's supposed to be in charge of all this shit. You could holler at the what you call it, the Attorney General.
Right. Because it sounds like they would just test you on see how far you're willing to go, how long you're willing to take this.
Yeah, because you start at the bottom and then you just keep going above each person's head. Like once you can't get it resolved at the bottom, then you go up to the next person and the next person until you get up to the top. Like I said, like even up there, shit, I'm sending notices to the president. I know they ain't never seen no shit like that addressed to the president, like a regular employee.
Like what?
CEO, yeah, you nigga.
Goddamn right. Yeah. But you got Costco by the horns though. They don't know what to do right now. I'm gonna tell you. Just for the fact that if you can't prove it by this long that they were in the right of doing what they did, then they gotta know they're in trouble.
Exactly, and they just hoping that they gonna keep them, you know, in a position that they gonna keep them protected, basically.
Right. if you write, you're gonna be like, nigga, this. I'm right by this. Just like you sent you that letter back talking about there ain't gotta be no signature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
would have been right there, and they sent me the copies of the papers and all that. Like they was, nigga, it's right here. Look, here go the paper. Like nigga, it still ain't no motherfucking signature on there. Like nigga, like so you over there defending it, and sending multiple copies of it. So I know you getting my letters, and I know that you got whatever bullshit they sent, and obviously it ain't no signature on no papers. Cause you would have been sent it, like you said. That would have been the first thing you sent. Like, here, nigga, shut up.
Right. Get out of here with this bullshit.
And that's all I was asking for. I would have left him alone. I wouldn't have said nothing else. All I'm asking for is show me a real court form, because this is not a court paper. I know that you may not know the difference, but you might want to go research that. I'm going to give you some time. It's been a year now, so they definitely had time to do their due diligence.
That's gospel. Yeah, because I was like, man, talking about, man, they fired Kenny. I was like, fired Kenny. Kenny ain't did. He said he was fired, and I ain't heard nothing about it. No way. I said, damn.
I thought they would have fired me by now, but shit, for some reason.
They technically they can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? One, because you would still you in good contact with them, right? And you haven't really violated any of the policies as far as cost goes, and they want to make sure that if they do fire you, that there's nothing that can come back on them.
Exactly, and they know that they can't do that.
Right. So they scramble and trying to find work.
Because even if I go to unemployment or whatever, the first reason they gonna ask is what happened, and I'm gonna be like, they were stealing my money. Tell them to prove they wasn't. Have them prove they wasn't. Right. And I ain't gonna never, ever, ever be able to prove that they wasn't stealing my money, because that shit it's fake. It's all fake. It's just a debt collection agency.
And that's all.
Like imagine every time you owe a cell phone, every time you owe a car note, nigga, they all up in your job. Like, nah, it don't work like that. Yeah, I see what y'all trying to do, that debtors prison stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't participate in that. Y'all could go ahead. Y'all could do what y'all do. I ain't gonna knock you. But I'm good. I don't need that in my life.
Tell them go ahead and break you off.
But yeah, I'm on the other thing though too, man. Just trying to learn how to be more in the private, like you were saying, like shoot, own nothing, like you know what I mean. Like ain't nothing in my name right now, like no, except for my car. But shit, no apartments, no more of that. Nothing where they can say I live here, live there. Like, y'all don't know where I live at. I live in my body, like I said on the video.
The thing, though, you know what I'm saying? If you were to own the name, like we was talking about, all that original stuff, you might get all that authenticated, all that copyrighted, right? And do your UCC1. Well, technically, you own the name. You're saying that, I still got to look at it, because if you didn't, your mother created the name, right? The name itself, the Elliot, that's a worldwide one. Kenny, that's a universal name. But if you own it associated with everything that says it's an actual person, as far as you, then there's nothing you can control it. Well, as I can say, you control it. You don't own it, but you can control it because they own it. They created it. You know what I'm saying? And able to be able to incur for debts and all that shit. But you would own it. You would control it. And by not incurring any of that liability that comes along with a lot of this. What the fuck is this stuff? Like that. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to get with it, is to fully understand that trust part of it, because Look at how they trying to do Donald Trump. I'm like, Donald's a smart businessman. Ain't no one in the world. He ain't went in there and said, I need to keep my stuff in trust so you motherfuckers can't come get me. Because I know this niggas want my money. All you guys talking about I'm a bad businessman and I'm a bad president and all that shit. Fuck that. I got my money. Guarantee he's talking about how much money he's saving over his trust, because everybody does it. Looks like if the state is a corporation, then you gotta figure everybody's been trying to protect themselves by doing different things.
Yeah. And shit, a lot of them know about this shit. Like, they teach their family about it. We just now getting a piece of it.
Right. And we just now telling, trying to teach ourselves in order to teach our family, and they already centuries into this shit.
So, hey, you heard anything about that? What's going on in Africa?
What's happening?
They taking all the land from all the white people.
What?
Yeah, literally, like all the land that like basically white people are not allowed to own land in Africa no more.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a bunch of shit going on. This nigga Julius Malema, that's my nigga right there. But they part of Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF. It's like this Africa group, and they be going against the president. Like basically, they be having debates against the president. That's why the last president resigned. He just resigned earlier this year, I think last month, and a new president came, and they was already banging on that nigga. Like, but even the president, they both on the same. Even like they going against each other for their own reasons. But the president and EFF, the ANC and the EFF is both like, yep, we taking all the land from all the white people with no compensation. And y'all niggas can either get down or lay down.
Man, I mean, we was just talking about that. Somebody, maybe I was talking to somebody else. It's just, how the hell do they get over there and all of a sudden say they own this land or have any control over what goes on in the land? You know?
Exactly. They 20% of the population and own 80% of the land.
Right. It don't make no sense. And you have so much. You have all this say so of what goes in and out and shit. What? Where they do that at?
Yeah, and it's crazy though too, cause like I was going through it at first. I had first heard about it, so I was looking through it. Like, you know how we be having our little news. And, well, I first heard it from Alex Jones. You know who that is, right?
I heard the name. Yeah.
Alex Jones. He the ones that do all like that conspiracy shit and like, you know, like the 9/11 and all that, and talk about the Illuminati and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, he has some good shit. Like, I used to be like, you know, every now and then I check in and listen to some shit he had to say, but after watching that shit, he was talking about Africa, nigga. Fuck that nigga Alex Jones. Like, this nigga said he referenced Wakanda like, nigga, 10 times in that video, nigga. Like, sitting there like, oh yeah, if they want to be Wakanda, they shouldn't be kicking out the white people. Basically, that's what he was saying. So, but I don't know, it's crazy. It's going crazy though. Like, you know, they talking about genocide. Like, they making all these commercials. Like, oh, it's mass genocide on white people right now. Y'all help us. And they like other countries like Europe and all that. They like, oh yeah, open doors for the immigrants from Africa. I think Trump agreed to accept like 10,000 of them or something. Like, oh, you kicking immigrants out, but you gonna take 10,000 white ones from Africa.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's going down out there right now. But basically, they mad, you know, they mad at, because they came and stole the land and shit. And they was like, nigga, we've been trying to be peaceful this whole time, trying to work together. But y'all just keep on trying to just conquer and conquer. You know, just like y'all doing, I think it was Palestine or something. He's like, nigga, like fuck that shit, nigga. It's a wrap for that. No more y'all niggas controlling the world, nigga. It ain't the only place either. There's a couple places that's going on. Like, really, they talking about a lot. Like, it's low key like a war on whites right now.
gonna get too big. You know what they have when they feel threatened.
Yeah, right.
Just trying to implement shit, and then next thing you know, it's gonna be back on the boats and shit.
And that's another thing too. If it's happening, you know they've been preparing for it for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know they already knew it was coming.
Right. Yeah. Ain't like they didn't see that shit coming. Sitting there talking about, okay. Say if it gets this far, then okay, we'll start to implement the plan.
Yeah, they calling it like a civil war out there. But you know, that's they titles. The niggas, the African niggas, they not calling it like that. They just saying like, nigga, it's peaceful. Like, we ain't trying to cause no problems. We just saying, give us our land back. And it won't be no problems. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know y'all can't fuck with us on the war shit. Because, nigga, y'all only 20% of us. And he like, nigga, I'm trying to, you know, we trying to do it peaceful for now. Just go ahead and give up the land. But then you see the other videos, he like, yeah, like, you know, whatever y'all see, if y'all see a white nigga with the land, nigga, that's yours. Take it.
He said, don't even hesitate.
He said, yours, nigga, take it. They don't own nothing out here no more. Yeah, you might want to check some of that out, because I know, you know, that's going to affect us out here, too.
Yeah, but that's just it. It'll start over that way. You know, you'll see some shit happen over that way. Trickle will slowly start to come this way.
I seen people posting comments like, "Why don't they just kick? Like, that's cool, and why don't they just kick all the blacks out of Africa? I mean, out of Europe." Like, really? Is y'all just trying to separate everybody now?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Now, who you want us to kick us out of there? Ain't nobody wanted to kick you out, but y'all trying to control some shit.
They told him, like, nigga, we ain't kicking you out. You can stay. You just can't own shit. You can rent it. You can even rent it. You can come and rent from us. You just can't own it. But they do be having niggas in the videos with the kill all white shirts on.
Yeah, nigga, see.
But that don't be them though. It be the news part. When you go to the news part, you see that stuff. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, because that's the part they want you to see.
Exactly.
So I want you to see that. See what's going on. We gotta watch out for this.
But when you go,
you know, they're migrating this way with that shit.
Exactly. But when you go watch the whole speech, you can see what it's really about. You know what I mean? Like, he like, nigga, y'all stole our shit. Nigga, for years, y'all been conquering land. Everywhere you go, y'all niggas just take over and conquer shit. Like, nigga, we done with that. And that's really what it's about.
Right.
Well, that's what I see from it. I don't know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
It's about power and control. You know what it's about.
Yeah, that too. I mean, because at the same time, it's kind of scary.
Money is power, power is money, so, you know.
Yeah.
It's all about that. What can I control? What can I get? Because everything, they just want to have that ability to control everybody and everything. Which is why I think that, like, the whole cryptocurrency movement, man, that's why they let it get regulated. Like, now all of a sudden the cryptocurrency, you know, first it's supposed to be pretty much what the dollar really was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is just a way for us to be able to pay each other and be like, I'll pay you back, right? But
you heard about blockchain?
Yeah, that blockchain.
Yeah.
About it.
I don't know. That look kind of cool. I mean, cause that's more off the grid. Like, but it's still at the same time. Anytime it's electronic, man. You said
yeah,
what?
Right. That's the easier way to catch you up. Yeah.
Yeah, anything that's through electronic that you ain't physically got it in your hand, then anybody could take control of it. Well, not anybody, but somebody else can. Shit. Even if it's just a power outage. Like, man, okay, I ain't got no access.
grid, right? I'm trying to go completely off the grid. What are you going to do to survive? You don't need a put in B plus. You do need food and you need water. What are you going to do to survive?
I mean, it's not that you can't do it. It's just that we're so used to everything that we already have. Like,
Right.
cars, microwaves, heaters, water, you know what I mean? Like you don't necessarily, I don't know, like, cause that, a lot of people do say that, like, you trying to go off the grid once you just go, like, to a forest or something, just get some land and just start your own town type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't have to do that to go off the grid. Like if you doing it like you was saying before, like just owning the name, you know what I mean, and knowing how to work your way through the system, like just like the Matrix, like shit. Once you know how to unplug and then just navigate through it, but you ain't actually, you know what I mean, in there. You know what I mean?
Right. You're not a part of the system. You're just moving through the system.
Exactly.
It's,
just learning the difference between that public and private.
I see if they don't want you to not necessarily be in their system to really make it in their system, they won't make it hard. My sister wanted to try basically what cryptocurrency was doing, but just try getting her own communities money, bring that shit back, community banking system and everything. And all that works, it's just that us as a people, we're mentally trained to be crabs in a bucket. The agents can flip their money in the same community, say 10 times, 100 times that dollar touches somebody before it actually leaves the community, But us, oh no, because we're so trained that nigga over there can't get ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? That old house nigga mentality. You know what I'm saying? He in the house. You know what I'm saying? We already hate him because now he look better than us. He's in a better position than us. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be a house nigga.
That Willie Lynch syndrome.
Yeah, man, and it should be. They put that shit into effect for real. Like, you niggas just don't know. You niggas just don't know. We are serious about this shit.
And now, shit, the black people are, especially like black women, man. Like they don't know. They don't. Most of them don't realize how locked into that system they are. Like what they're trying to argue all the time, trying to fight. I mean, it's a lot of good ones out there, nowadays. But still, the majority of them is just so caught up. Like when you just listen to them talk, like they don't really care nothing about life. All they care about is like putting the next person down or making themselves look better than the next person.
Right. They fell victim to that syndrome. You know what I'm saying? You see how when they're talking about don't press your hair back in the day because you want to be white and everything, and nobody really saw it as wanting to be white. You just wanted to look good. You know what I'm saying? But is that the way you gotta look good? Is that how? Yeah, that's how it got on that track. And women is now, if I'm not looking like this and I'm not looking like that, who are you looking like? You know what I'm saying? Your hair gotta be hella long. You gotta have your lipstick on. Who was doing that shit? Yeah, Black Queens was doing different shit. You know what I'm saying? Draped in gold and doing all kinds of shit. Yeah, they was flamboyant, but they didn't have to look like somebody in order to feel like somebody. The community, your husband, everybody else did that for you.
Yeah.
And I can't say every one of them was super secure, but it was just, to me, it was a better system.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. When they started implementing child support, that's when all the families started separating.
Yeah, but the dad can't be in the house if the woman is getting any type of assistance with it, right? Now, what kind of shit is that? Why can't the father be in the house? I can understand if, let's say, the father's making all this extra money, you lower that amount, or you be like, you guys make too much. That's one thing. you know. But to say the father can't be anywhere near the kids, you already know what that effect. They've done studies on what effect that does to the kids. That's crazy. The whole organization is like, yeah, we gotta prove that. We don't like it, but that's where you don't gotta prove nothing. Since the dad's in the house, we gotta take your benefits, and the kids won't eat all this shit. What? Take the father out of the home. Taking the support. You're taking toys. Well, there's just too much leaving out of the house, and they knew it. Because they could have taken white people. They didn't take what do you call them? The studies of the rats and shit, and the monkeys, and be like, let's see the effects on what would happen if the father wasn't here and shit. And study after study, and say, oh yeah, now we know what we gotta do to these motherfuckers.
And then that 100 monkey effect too, like shit, just do it to a certain amount of them, and then that shit just gonna carry on like a chain.
Right, and it seeps into the DNA. Now they pass it on to the next one, you know.
And they defend it like it's theirs.
It's crazy. It killed me after all the shit you see they do, from experimenting on blacks with giving them vaccines and shit, talking about this is gonna help you, purposely making you sick and shit, putting AIDS in Africa and all this, and people still look at it like they don't do that much shit. Are you serious?
It's easier though. It's easier for them to just close a blind eye and just be like, well, that's just how it is, or it's nothing I can do about that. That's the system type shit, rather than stand up and face against it. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it's the right thing to do, but people, they love easy. They love the easy route out of everything.
Right.
And it's like shit. It's hard for people to take time and research this stuff and study and find all this stuff they've been hiding from you your whole life. Especially like me, I'm 30 years old now, 32, it's like I'm just now really getting a grip of some of this stuff, and it's a lot of people that go their whole life and just ain't never heard about it. You be 40, 50 years old, like you ain't trying to hear nothing about that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't heard nothing about this all my life. I ain't got time for it. I've been planning on going to Jesus for 60 years. You gonna tell me that nigga ain't real?
He ain't got everybody sold. You go to church, you pray, you gonna make it. But you can look at the next motherfucker and say, man, you ain't doing what I'm doing, you ain't gonna go. Like, what the fuck? When did God tell you that? Show me where he said you can tell somebody when they ain't gonna go. But that's how we get it from the Bible. Did God tell you that? We were just talking about that shit. God didn't say a whole lot in the Bible. He told you some shit, but he ain't never told nobody what they can tell somebody else.
Exactly.
Not what you can make a decision to see. He makes the decisions.
Thou shalt not judge, motherfucker.
Man, if you got something wrong with you, you damn sure can't tell somebody else that you better than them. Shit, you got to fix yourself first.
Yep, real talk. And that's one of the reasons why they use it so much, is because they know that they shits is fucked up, so they feel better by putting the next person down, or just showing what they better at than the next person. You know what I'm saying? So that's an addiction too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, look at them doing this and that, and then you go and close the door and be on some whole other shit. And even just criticizing itself. Like, I mean, if you feel like it's something wrong with the next person and you supposed to be this super religious or spiritual person, you should go help them, not sit there and talk shit about them.
Right. And even if they don't accept your help, all you need is not to believe under what you believe is that they will come around. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, oh no, you only said this, you going to hell. You don't know this, you going to hell.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It's like, how the hell did you get into that or all that shit? Get into the fact where it's like, if you don't, you know, they put that shit. Then it's like, now you know they took that and put it into the law. So now, if you're not a law-abiding citizen, then you go against everything that everyone around you stands for. Now you're not a productive member of the community. They paint you like a bad guy. Say like you go to jail. You can go to jail for whatever the fuck. It don't matter. It could be a petty crime, but don't they take the worst mugshot and make you look like you is just scum of the shit? They don't care. They be like, oh yeah. So then when you see somebody on TV, they're like, damn, that nigga he look like he could have done some shit, right?
I think they be recording while a nigga be talking and they just catch that one shot.
Right. They know they ain't gonna catch no nigga smiling. You don't see them catch no nigga smiling in one of the pictures they put up there. No.
Plus niggas be mad anyway. They done got beat up and tossed all around in the back of the car. Nigga shirt hanging halfway off. Half his hair unbraided. Like, damn, what happened?
Right. Oh, you just don't know what it took to get this picture going.
Man. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I got a court date coming up too. 2 of them actually.
For what?
Speeding tickets.
Which how you gonna handle? You gonna do the administrative process?
Something like that. It's just kind of hard to explain. Like, I don't know. It's just something I'm about to do, and I'm gonna post it. So I don't want to talk too much. So if it work out right, then y'all'll know. If it don't, then you'll know not to do that shit.
But that's just it. You ain't never gonna know until you try it all. Though.
Exactly.
Until you see what works and what don't work. That's the best way to try shit out, man. Just do it.
Exactly. So yeah, I got one I posted not that long ago. It was just a pre-hearing though. I was just asking questions, like just so they could say as much, so I could just post that shit so people could know what basically that hearing is for. But yeah, the next one ain't gonna be quite the same. Like it's kind of crazy, man. Like I don't think I'm actually facing any jail time with this, but I could be if I get stopped at any time, though. Just because my license is suspended, but man, I ain't paying that shit. Like I still want to send it back and surrender it, but I just need to make sure I get my Eddie Craig memorized. But yeah, pretty much it's like any given time, man, and you know how they do, so it ain't no telling exactly.
He just tell you what to do if you know what I'm saying you do get there. Now let's say they give you a ticket, you go to court, right?
Yeah. Yeah, now for that, I'd be more on the J Heretic. I do a motion to dismiss, and I do the motion for discovery. I do all the paperwork that I feel that I need to have in, and then when I go to court, like I'm just basically playing stupid. Like I'm just like whatever they saying, I'm asking them what it means and clarify. Like, so are you saying that? Like, so you saying if I don't pay this, you gonna put me in jail? I just want to be clear of what's going on because I'm confused.
What we said, I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't understand. No.
So who's threatening to put? Is this you or the court? Like, is the court gonna put me in jail, or is this judge bitch or whatever your name is?
You know, said that no. the judge, this judge, no, the judge. What's your name? Can I get your name for the record?
Can I get your name so I
Drop
can write it down here?
the judge. I said your name. That's your title now.
Mm-hmm. None of that commissioner and magistrate and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I need first, last. Your legal name. Like you asked me, you want my legal name, I need your legal name. If you just want a title, you gonna use a title, I'm gonna use a title. They call me Holly Kali. Or you could call me Your Honor.
That's what you gonna tell them, or you could call me Your Honor.
Yep.
You better piss somebody off, see. I'm sorry, but where did they get that term, Your Honor? You know, judge, you can see, but where did the term Your Honor come about too? I'm gonna look into that one. That's another good one. How do you call him Your Honor?
I'll say, or if I do say, I'll say My Honor. My Honor, Code 673 says. They be like, no, I said Your Honor. Like, yeah, that's what I said. I'm the only honorable person in this motherfucker.
Well, that was the one thing about that whole process, was trying to stay in honor. You know, don't dispute that it happened, but bring it out of that court and into.
Exactly. That's from the Bible. Settle your disputes out of court first. You know. Settle your disputes with your brother before you bring him to court. So who am I disputing with? Where the fuck is state of Washington? Let me settle this with my brother.
Yeah, please. Can I meet him face to face?
Yeah, please. I got a checkbook right here. We could get this payment process started. I just need to talk to my nigga.
Not the representative, please, no. Because they won't let me have to send a representative for myself. Even though technically, you know, your attorney is your representative, you know, and he can do everything without you there. But they always say they want you present, you know.
Well, if the attorney is my representative, then the attorney needs to be taking whatever they agree to. They need to be right there with me. We need to split that in half. Give that nigga 6 months, give me 6 months. Otherwise, he don't need to represent me.
That's what the whole thing was. I'm looking at Yusuf and them guys talking about as far as the process goes. Is that initially he is held as the trustee until you sign over, basically signing over to agree that you're now the trustee. Because what bids come to him and he gives you the presentment. You know, now as giving you the presentment is just saying that this is what's happening, blah, 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 blah. He's the trustee. But then once you agree to everything, now you accept the liability as far as going. Now everything comes to you.
Yeah.
I'll still keep on studying them because I want to actually get another day in court to where it's like, you know.
Really the judge is supposed to be your fiduciary.
Mm-hmm.
Just mean.
Well, you could make the judge. You make the judge the trustee, fiduciary, you know, and be like, hey.
And I'm the beneficiary.
Mm-hmm. All you do is benefit from it, the judge and everybody else will hold on liability. You know, so long as they're acting in honor, everything they'll be good. But if not,
that's why they be like, you say that again, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. I got those on there too, though. I got some of those. Check out them Dorothy Gales in court, and then it's another one. What is it called? Oh yeah, actually it's called Court Script or something like that. But yeah, she gave me you on those. They ain't that long either. she basically going through the whole little court script of
What you supposed to say?
just like the cop one, but it's a court one.
Oh, I'm gonna check her out then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to it.
Because I seen the one from Yusuf Vale that was talking about what to say in court to basically get yourself what to say in court, but he more was so on what to do before court. Therefore, when you get to court, you know what I'm saying, it should just go smooth, and you still have to have another process. But you know, like when they send you the ticket, right? You actually you're it's basically his affidavit saying that this happened, so you got to dispute the affidavit. So you got to dispute the ticket through the Secretary of State, saying that you don't agree to any of the accused accusations or any of that extra shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I gotta really get up on it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the another thing though too is like anytime you get in front of the judge or commissioner or any of them, you got a chance to end it all right there. It's just knowing when and what to say. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could say the right things and prove, you know, that they ain't got no petitioner, nobody making a claim, or you know that the judge is out acting outside of their capacity and stuff like that. And you can find whichever one that's related to your case, and you could get it dismissed. Which you really want to get it discharged, but I'll take a dismissal though.
Well, that was the side he was talking about, for the discharge of everything without disputing and being dishonored. Because anytime you argue or disagree with what it is, then you go into dishonor. So in that court, so it's pretty much doing the administrative process like you've been doing and getting it out of there. There's an article, whatever word it is. How's your daughter?
Oh, they doing good, daughters.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, they good though. Still going back and forth with their mom though. But,
what you mean? What happened?
just beefing.
I seen him.
Yeah, she didn't start keeping him away again. It's like the third week in a row now. I mean, she trying to get me to only come and do like visitate our supervised visits.
Yeah, that bullshit. She won't have some
She
control.
ain't got no court order for that. You can't just make up your own shit just because you mad at something.
And that's exactly what it is. You mad, you just have some control over this shit. You're gonna do what I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's her. And the one because she don't really see it, is she shows way too much control over what you do with your kids. It's not like you make enough an effort to try to get one of those people to be around them.
Exactly. She just started her little YouTube channel and shit too, trying to make me look like a bad dad. But I'm about to tear her up too, cause she don't, you know, I just ain't pulled it out, but I done already downloaded like 3 or 4 of her videos, and nigga, I'm about to just go and do like a review and point out all the lies she's telling. Like I'm gonna stop it and show that she's lying. You never know. I might help her channel blow up. Help her get some views or something. But I ain't pulled it out yet, though. I'm waiting for her. Because I know she making one more video because she mentioned it in the last one. So I'm going to see if she put that up. And if not, I'm going to still make it. But if she do, then I'm gonna use that as that last one. Like, yeah, it's go in time.
Right, right.
I'm trying to play nice right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know how I be with that, man.
Yeah, right now. Just gotta keep moving.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh man, I'm working on this blanket right now.
You still doing the training?
Yeah, yeah. The homie having a baby and whatnot, so throwing a little something together for him, his daughter. Oh shit. What you all know?